Hello and welcome to another League of Affinity with T-Kush35. We are on the draw, and this hand looks relatively reasonable. I can power out a turn 2 as champion without any disruption. Beyond that, things get a little dicey, but I think I'm going to keep it. It might be a little land heavy, but at least they're man lands, so we will give this a try. Humans, huh? Well, I have some flying and I have the Edge Champion. Edge Champion should help us. Help me a bit. Karn will eventually be useful as well. So I'm not terribly scared yet. Let's go ahead and get Inkmoth and Vault Scourge going. Blast out the Opal. It might have been better to play Citadel so that I could bluff having something with Opal, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Just pass the turn. Oh, sorry. My league record is still from the last time I played. Alright, there we go. That's more correct. Seeing as how I haven't played anything yet. Freebooter. It's going to take Karn. That is unfortunate. But there's also nothing I can do about that yet, so here we are. They also know that I have Edge Champion. Come to me, something useful. That qualifies. So we'll have the ground covered here. But I'm actually not looking the greatest quite yet. I can probably start getting in with Inkmoth, though, which will be nice. Because I can pump it with Blinkmoth Nexus as long as Kitesail Freebooter doesn't get any counters on it somehow. Which is entirely possible this turn. Oh, you know what I should do is add a little something to my overlay over here. Once I've identified a deck, write it down. That'd be pretty sweet. So we're just waiting on the opponent to decide. If they're thinking this hard, I'm going to guess that they have something that might pump Freebooter. Which will make attacking with Inkmoth relatively out of range, which does pose a little bit of a problem. Vial on 1 eliminates that. So that's good news. Oh, if I attack with Inkmoth, though, that's going to take all of my mana, which isn't really building up my board. Alternatively, I can attack with Pest and Vault Scourge. Play Pest and Vault Scourge. Then I have a much bigger board. Granted, that bigger board isn't really doing me much of anything, I don't think. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do something. Oh, what the heck? Why don't I have a that must have happened when I transferred computers. Well, I guess we're doing this then. That's a bit of a bummer. I built a new computer and transferred things over, reinstalled Magic, and it must not save your stops on your profile, but on the computer. That is sad. I guess I should have just activated Inkmoth main phase. Oh well. Yeah, and now attacking with Inkmoth is no longer viable. That is an issue. I'm gonna need a Galvanic Blast or something. Plating would also be good. Plating would be really good. Drum does not cut it. Yeah, and I can't really attack into that. This doesn't look good anymore. I mean, I guess I can gain 4 life in one swing by attacking with Past and Volscourge and such. I could also block Mantis Rider. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. I think things aren't looking so hot. Things are not looking so hot at all. Gross. Yeah, named cranial plating, that makes sense. I haven't even hit them at all. It's disgusting. I could have used this slightly more aggressive. Honestly, if I'd been able to lay down Karn, I think we'd be a lot better here. Do I actually want to block here? It would shrink the Mantis Rider, but to what end? I think Nexus is one of my only outs. No, cranial plating was my out. Even that wouldn't have gotten there. Let's preserve my life total. I don't think it's going to matter too much. It's another ink moth. Yeah, I'm not going to waste our time. Let's go to game 2. Alrighty. Humans. Well, I need to be faster. That's for sure. Whip Flare sometimes works. Let's get rid of... Oh, I don't remember. It's been a bit since I've played Magic in general, actually. Been working on buying a house and getting ready for moving. So that sort of absorbed my time a little bit. And it's gonna just get more and more busy as the closing date comes up. I'm gonna drop a Ravager and another Ravager. Running like that. Karn's actually pretty good if I can get him out on the field. Because having big artifact creatures is very, very influential. Let's see, match record 0-1. Okay. Yes, I would love to play first, thank you. Oh, this gets an Overseer and some stuff. I'm actually going to keep this. Because that's a turn 1 Overseer. We'll pop down the Inkmoth Nexus first so he can start benefiting from Overseer. His hand is very weak to Kataki. But a lot of my hands are weak to Kataki, so such is life. Hierarch enables a turn. Jeepers. Turn 2 Mantis Rider, which I'm actually not too terribly scared of. But I'm going to get in with this Ink Moth, and it's going to be grand. Then I'll activate this other Ink Moth, activate Overseer. Actually, I think I'm going to get in with everything. Because I'm not going to be blocking Mantis Rider when it comes. So let's go ahead and do this. The plus side, even with Kataki, I'm actually kind of okay having two 2/2 Ink Moths. Rick Sage is gonna wreck my Overseer. That is sad. But they just spent their entire turn doing that, and I can still swing in for 4 poison. Which I think is pretty decent. I think the only thing better right now... I can't play and equip cranial plating, so that wouldn't be too helpful. Springleaf Drum actually is nice. It affords me some more mana sources. So I will play that, tapping the Memnite. I'll leave Ornithopter back on blocking because I can profitably block Rex Sage. And I'll just get in with these 2 bad boys. And unless they have a flyer, that's going to be dead next turn. Granted, they could very easily have Mantis Rider. But with my Blink Moths, I should be able to pump enough to kill it, and then still have the other Ink Moth left over. Okay. They could have Kitesail Freebooter. That would be a jumper. Nope, nope, there's Mantis Rider. Not surprised by that. But they're going to have to chump with it. Otherwise, they will be dead. I just gotta not mess up my mana here. Yeah, this is still fine. It will get rid of one of my Ink Moths, which is unfortunate, but I should be able to pump it out of blocking range. Unless they have another one, in which case things aren't looking quite so good. In that case, I would need Galvanic Blast. Would be good. But they're thinking, so they must not be dead yet. Even if they have another Mantis Rider, I should have enough mana to activate and pump twice, I think. Yeah, I will. Which will be good. He has 4 mana available currently. Yeah, trying to draw a card into some form of answer, I assume. Has a land. Black is Freebooter. Yep. Well, that's another chumper. Oh, and that means that champion's gonna start getting in. That does actually pose a threat. That's gonna become a clock faster than I'd like. Come on, something. That'll do it. Galvanic Blast will do it. This is only creature spells? Yep. Sorry, hold on. Alright. Boo. Opponent said boo. Okay. Okay, do I want to change anything? I'm thinking I do not. So I'll just send this back. Alright. Interesting. It is explosive in the air, especially if they don't have any blockers. Yeah, I'll keep it. Hoping for something a little bigger and badder than that to follow up. Another land is not quite what the doctor ordered. A Mox Opal actually would have been more useful because then I could have gotten that other signal pest out. But as it stands, next turn, play Blink Moth, play Signal Pest. Please don't be Kataki. Okay. Freebooter's fine-ish. Actually, Freebooter kind of sucks. Means I can't attack with the pests yet. Yeah, but this... I don't know. I didn't... Oh my goodness gracious. Top deck is not being kind at all. So I can't even attack yet. Yeah. Well, this is just dandy. Top deck definitely could have been a lot more kind. If these were, you know, any sort of anything that wasn't lands, this would be a lot better. As it stands, them having something in the air is not gonna help. I can start getting in with Ink Moth, but that's gonna take my entire... Nope, can't start getting in anymore. Yeah, I probably should have mulliganed. This hand was not strong versus them having aerial stuff. Oh, cranial plating's pretty good though. Okay, so... Oh, I probably should have played Citadel. So let's do that, and we'll equip to Ornithopter, I think. So if I swing here, they don't have to block. Yeah, I think getting aggressive is better. They can block with Mantis Rider, and that'll be just dandy. Tap, and I'll get in for that extra point. It might be a little overly aggressive. Now this could have been 7, which makes a person sad. But, 'tis what it is. If they bump that up to 3, yeah, I'm in danger of getting hit by 2 Mantis Riders. Jeez, they have a lot of lands. They potentially have more lands than I do. Yeah, Yeah, so they could have been at 13, which would have been a lot better for me. They're not snap playing their hand. So I imagine they don't have a Mantis Rider. Best part is even if they kill this Ornithopter at some point, I'm breaking ahead. As far as I see it. Sure, Mantis Rider gets a free attack. I go down to 12. But my swing back is much more powerful. Come on. Well, I guess it's another artifact, which is useful. Not going to bother with attacking with those guys quite yet. Begin combat with just the Ornithopter. If they don't block, I'll activate these guys. Ooh, flashing something in. Oh, this is going to be Reflector Mage, I bet. No, Rex Sage. That sucks. Probably should have seen that coming since they didn't play anything. Yep. Now they just block for free. Yeah, that was a bit of a blowout. Now do I have to get on the defensive with my Ink Moth? It's fairly profitable if I do. Okay. Stupid Windows notifications. Really need to turn those off. New computer. The old computer didn't have them. New computer does, and I do not want them. I'll have to look that up. Thalia's Lieutenant. Oh boy. Oh yeah, forgot to update the match record. Yeah, so I think this could have gone a little bit better had I... Probably should have mulliganed. The Signal Pest and Inkmoth Nexus hand really crumbles to... is this a... Phantasmal Image, yeah. What gets me out of this? I actually don't think there's a top deck that gets me out of this, so I'm just going to move on. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you in match 2.